Emeril Lagasse here to introduce the winners of the NRDC's first annual Growing Green Awards. These awards recognize dedicated leaders in sustainable food. And what do we mean when we say sustainable food? Well, it's all about serving up something tasty while maintaining harmony with the natural environment, reducing climate change, and taking good care of all the people along the way. We're talking from farm to fork. So, let's get started. Fidel Baccio and Macy Greenawalt from Bon Appetit Management Company. Baccio, founder and CEO of Bon Appetit, is a true food guy. He's a guy who started the company with the vision of bringing flavor, freshness, and culinary art to the cafe and catering service industry. But the vision of Bon Appetit didn't stop there. The company became the first in its field to establish a connection between food choices and climate change, and they did something about it. Bon Appetit became a leader in providing healthier, flavorful foods from low carbon and local sources. Here's their story.
Bon Appetit Management Company is a food service company offering cafe and catering services to colleges and universities, corporations, and specialty venues like museums and cultural centers. And we're a company that has a dream. Most companies have a mission statement. We have a dream, and our dream is to be the premier on-site restaurant company known for its culinary expertise and its commitment to socially responsible practices. So when we make purchasing decisions, we're always trying to take into account how that impacts the well-being of our guests from a health perspective, the communities we're operating in, and also the environment at large.
To us, the low-carbon diet was an opportunity to show people how they can choose different foods to be able to impact the environment and really the CO2 gases. I think as we move down the road, this whole issue of low carbon needs to really be understood, and we need to put the science behind it so people understand exactly what it means and the choices they can make, whether it's in transportation or it's in food or in other areas, so that it's meaningful for people. This is a way that we can not only improve the environment, but help local farmers and artisans. We can make sure that our food is safe, that we're buying and sourcing the right things. And I think this is a good example for other people in the industry to try to follow this model as we continue to move forward in the future.
By the way, if you want to find Bon Appetit on the web, visit www.bamco.com. Jamie Harvey is the co-founder of Healthcare Without Harm and the founder and executive director of the Institute for Sustainable Future, a nonprofit organization promoting ecological health. Harvey works to bring healthy, environmentally conscious food choices to healthcare institutions around the country. By getting these large-scale institutions interested in sustainable food, Jamie's work has sent a ripple through the food system, taking sustainability one step closer to the mainstream. And surprise, 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 some of these institutions found out they could provide healthier, tastier food to their patients and workers. Jamie travels the country speaking at conferences and lectures to promote the benefits of healthy food in hospitals.
Healthcare Without Harm was created about 12 years ago when the EPA released some data showing that medical waste incinerators were one of the largest sources of mercury and dioxin to the environment. And there was some incredible irony there that the healthcare industry that was ostensibly set out to treat people was inadvertently harming them. So in that irony, we created this campaign called Healthcare Without Harm. And very quickly it attracted not only environmental organizations, but public health organizations, hospital systems, nursing organizations, and medical organizations. It's now in represents 450 organizations around the globe. Hospitals, up until recently, had not really considered about how the way we produce and distribute food has impacts on patient health, community health, and global health, and that really they're inseparable. It's not rocket science, as they say, it's just really helping educate people about alternatives, safer alternatives. So that was, in a way, the pathway to getting involved into this work. The work that we do is at a variety of different levels. One is educating the healthcare professional about how the way we produce and distribute food has impacts on not only patient health, but community health and global health. The other is aggregating the purchasing power of hospitals so that it can change the marketplace and changing the signal. And as well, healthcare carries a lot of moral authority. And if we can create change agents, healthcare professionals that are agents of change, we can help change other sectors beyond healthcare by having healthcare professionals engaged in this work and educating the broader society about how the health of people and the planet is intimately related. And food is really a fulcrum for health and plays a vital role in the health of communities, people, and the planet.
Will Allen is the founder of Growing Power, a nonprofit urban garden and farming center in Milwaukee. Since 1993, he's been at the forefront of sustainable agriculture movement, providing affordable produce to the Milwaukee community. Will has ingeniously married organic farming and aquaculture so that waste from his fish ponds fertilize the vegetables, which in turn filter the water so it can be returned to the fish tanks. Will trains people from all over the country, especially inner city kids from his own community, to grow their own food naturally and to understand sustainable farming practices. Are we talking a traditional Wisconsin farm here? Let's take a peek.
I was driving down Silver Spring Drive in 1993, and I came across the last remaining farm in the city of Milwaukee. I was able to make the purchase, and which was the start of a 16-year journey of building the farm, this 19th century old farm with 6 greenhouses and an old barn, into what it is today. Yeah, one of the things, I think it was kind of a myth that inner city kids would not like to grow food, and they didn't know that much about food. Even today, I go to conferences and I hear people, well, we want to teach these kids about what good food is. It's a matter of having access to that good food on a regular basis, and that's one of the things that we do, is try to make sure that good food is produced locally and it is delivered to areas like ours. It's more than that we're just growing food, we're also growing relationships. And it's probably one of the fastest growing movements, if not the fastest growing movement in the country. But this year we'll have more people growing food than ever before. This is just growing, and I'm very pleased because many people like me, the old timers, have worked hard to make that happen. Now our responsibility is to pass it on.
We congratulate this year's winners for setting new trends in how we source, prepare, and consume our food. These dedicated individuals and organizations promote health, sustainability, and responsibility from farm to fork. And the results? Absolutely delicious.